Hello and welcome to Challenge 8, Legal Billing. Well, this is more of an exercise in that I will be providing all the code. However, the challenge for you is to get to grips with some of the new concepts we will be covering for handling server-side data logic, which we will be doing in this mini-app. Objective: create a legal billing system with full CRUD capability using signals for data and form flow. You will create forms for client, matter and pre-bill, each with options to add, updated, and deleted, soft. We will continue to use JSON files for the data, so nothing new to learn other than the concepts. The slides show, briefly, the concepts that will be covered, and a handout will be provided with more detail. Concepts: front-end, back-end. We have front-end components that run in the browser and back code that runs on the server, retrieving, processing, saving data. Routes: files, folders that control what happens at specific URL. We have front-end routes, e.g. routes legal a plus page.svelte, back-end, e.g. API a clients plus server.js, and dynamic routes, e.g. routes API a legals pre-bills, clients, /matters, /plus server.js. The back-end routes also have data managers that do the physical file updates. Security basics and never expose sensitive data, keep server-side. File types: plus page.svelte, front-end route. star.svelte.js, signals files. star.svelte, front-end components. plus server.js, back-end requests. star.js, helper files. Data flow: get familiar with how data flows through the system from front-end to back-end and back again. User ch8_legal.svelte signal API server route data manager JSON server route API signal UI update. Folder structure: know your way around the folder structure and what files go where. See handout. Signals: use signals for state management, a signals file for each dataset. Data: in line with the initial requirements of the system, I am sticking with JSON files. I want to note here that initially all data is fetched and loaded into signals in ch8_legal.svelte, except pre-bills. The app uses signals from there on. When data is added updated, the signals are updated, avoiding stale data. Some legal terminology here. Client: if you use the services of a lawyer, attorney, you are the client. Matter: if you open up a case, that is a matter. A matter must have a client. You could have one or many matter. All clients start with matter number 1 and increment sequentially. Matters are soft deleted, i.e. marked as deleted and disappear from lists but are still there. Pre-bills: these are charges that are incurrent, for example disbursements, fees, time charges. Fee note or invoice: when an attorney decides to bill a client, the pre-bill charges get moved to a fee note invoice. Not doing that in this mini-app. Okay, you have the general idea. These concepts will give you a better understanding of the big picture in how this all comes together, so please check the handout for more details. Okay, so let's look at what this mini-app does, and then we will get into the code. Now, you could add this as a challenge directly in your exercise list.json, or use setup on the menu to add this. Alternatively, this should be available under the app menu on your Sizzle app, as should car rental. This was set up from the starter file, or should have been. Okay, so I am going to open this from the app drop-down menu. And you see a splash screen with titled Legal Billing Systems and a menu with client, matter, and pre-bill. Let's look at clients. You have an option to add a client, search by name or number, and you have a list of recent clients with an edit update action. Type and enter the search name. You see a drop-down with any matching names. Select one. That becomes the first client in the list in descending client number order. Search for client number 11. If found, that will be the first list record displayed. If not, you will get an alert, and the default list will show the most recent clients. Let's edit client 8 by clicking the edit action next to that client. You see the display show the client details, with client number dimmed as this cannot be changed. Any of the other items can be changed and you can cancel or update. Click Update. You will get an alert on successful updates or if the update fails. The edited record becomes the first in the list. Next, press Clear. This sets the list back to the default. The last option we have here is Add Client. Enter the details and click Add Client. The record is saved. If you open the Data Illegal folder in the root of the app and open clients.json and scroll to the end, you will see the client just added. Note that because the data folder is in the root of the app, it is outside of the browser's domain. The browser can't see it, can't access it. This is equivalent to it being in a server-side folder, as browser can only access front-end without code, which should use API to read-write data securely. Okay, so that's client, and next a look at matters. Matters look very similar, by design. Same options. Search is a little more involved now as the matter number is made up of client number plus matter number, as every client will start with matter 1 for that client. Let's start with name search by entering as and select a matter from the drop-down. That matter alone is displayed. Edit the matter. Here you are blocked from changing the client name and the matter number, but you can go ahead and change the other data items and click Update. In the Data Illegal folder, open Matters. JSON. And search for the matter name or address and note that the information changes is there. That edited record becomes the first in the displayed list. What if you wanted to see all matters for client 7? Enter 7 in the client number field and click the search icon. You will see all the matters for that client. Next, open a new matter for client 7. Click Add Matter. Enter client number 7. This should display the client name Daniel Carter, 7. Enter matter name, select lawyer, enter address and telephone number and click Add Matter. Check matters. JSON and note that the record was added. Okay, what if we wanted all matters with matter number 4? Enter 4 in the matter number field and click search icon. You see all clients with matter number 4. And that's matters. Pretty similar to clients. Next, we look at pre-bills. Now, because pre-bills depends on the matter you want to look at, you first have to search for that matter. Let's say I want to look at pre-bill charges for client 7 matter 2. I enter the client and matter number and click search icon. I see charges for that matter, if any exist, or a note saying no charges exist. It shows the totals for disbursements, fees, times, and in brackets next to time the time value, which is the total time x the lawyer's rate for the lawyer assigned to that matter. Click Add Pre-bill. Choose the code, selected a code, accept the default value, or change if you wish. Click Add and the display shows the added charge, and the total should adjust. Let's add each type of disbursement, fee, and time charges. Now you should see the totals for each charge type. I will delete the fee I just added. I get confirmation alert that the charge has been deleted and it is removed from display and from totals. A check in pre-bills. JSON shows that the fee has been marked with flag D, so a soft delete and the flag D is filtered out from the display. And that's it for pre-bills, and that wraps up this look at the legal billing mini-app. Are you ready to dive into the code? Great, then I will see you in the next video for that. See you there.